This is my completely empty filming studio, but in this video I'm gonna start turning it into a huge Lego city. So let's start. At first I laid out the complete studio with plates. In the back we have some normal gray plates, and at the front we have some of the old Lego road plates. Of course they steal a lot of space, so for the beginning they stay here, and later we may gonna exchange them with some normal plates to have more space to build. At first we need to start constructing the first buildings for our city. Now we can also start building, and I'm gonna begin in the suburban with a typical brick house. I decided to build this in nougat and dark orange colors cause I think this is a really good color concept, and I also plan to build the complete front part of the city in these colors. The sides here are pretty basic builded, but at the front I tried to bring a bit more texture. So build the windows inverted, and added some of these pieces which look like a windowsill. Next I added an additional plate to have the door a bit more outstanding, and to give the house a more majestic look I also added this pillar pieces. For the second floor I did a little color switch and used a bit more dark orange than nougat. Instead of white windows I used brown windows, which I also build inverted, and cause the house would have looked pretty simple otherwise. I included this huge brown round window front. I topped the house with a roof out of tan slopes. For the final detail outside I added a rain pipe to the house. Then I detailed the inside with a dark red sofa, this really nice builded modern looking couch table, a dining table with some interesting builded chairs, and this luxurious kitchen which I attached to the wall with a snot building technique. The room on top is for a child, so I added a bed and a wardrobe, a desk to do his homeworks, and a colorful carpet with some Lego bricks on it. It looks a bit messy with all this cartons, so definitely not inspired by my room. So now after we place this house we can go on to the one next to it. The second house is also builded with nougat, but instead of dark orange here we have dark tan as the main color. For the front I used some brick modifieds and this windowsill piece to get this nice look, and stacked some brick modifieds on it. Between these two parts of the wall I added an inverted window which is really similar builded to the one we got before. Then I wanted to add the door, but I wanted to build something similar to the pillars we had at the first house. So build this construction which makes it able to stack this pairs of brick, a half brick up front, what brings a really nice texture to the building. At the second floor I also added a huge window front which looks a bit more discreet, cause I added it a half brick into the wall with this jumper plates. Beside that I added also some windows with this wood masonry tiles as a windowsill, what fits the whole thing really well. Next step was to put a roof on top, which I built it in dark gray. Only problem here was to put it onto the windows cause they are in the wrong angle. My solution here was to use a tile, so the roof only is holded by the other bricks and not by the windows. And I ran out of dark gray slopes here. And of course this house also needs interior, and I decided to build a little man cave in the first floor. So I added a bench which is completely illegal builded, with some weights, and then next to it I builded commode with a flat screen on top. It is made with a glass window and some black tiles behind it. And in front of it I added a seated table with a newspaper and a smoothie maker. On the second floor we have a desk with a board and this interesting wood masonry, a designer bed made with some of these cut plates, and a table with pizza. Now we add this dude inside, and this house is also finished. But we still have a bit of space behind these two houses, and cause it is typical to make some barbecue in this regions I decided to build a little garden with a table and a grill. To find a good technique for the table was pretty difficult. I finally built it with this brick modifieds and some dark tan plates on top. The sides I rounded up with some brown tiles. And now we can add the dishes. For example I added some pancakes, some heart-formed cakes, a bit cheese, a fruit salad with only strawberries, coffee, more cheese, a bottle of water, some glasses, a glass of beer, I meant apple juice. So now we have this cute little table finished. After we added the table now I can add the grill, and it is definitely one of my favorite mini build. I think with this cut tiles and the lid it looks pretty similar to a normal grill. Now I add some minifigs, like this dude grilling some delicious glizzies, this two kids chasing around the table, and a casual dressed man. And to separate the garden from the house I added this illegal build wall, which looks really interesting though. Next to the house I also put a blue car. When you want to be in the city send me a picture of your minifigure at Instagram and I will put you here, and otherwise subscribe for the next Lego City part coming soon.